Alright guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. As you guys can tell in the title, today we're going to be making a review, kind of overview video for the CRÜZR S saddle with the SEEKER, not the SEEKER Mini, just the SEEKER platform. So first and foremost, I'll go ahead and show you guys the saddle. This is CRÜZR's like entry-level saddle. And before we get any further, I do want to say I'm not at all affiliated with CRÜZR or anything like that. I did purchase this saddle, so I'm not sponsored by them. I don't work with them in any sort of way. But so this is an honest review of their product. But as you can see, it's a single panel saddle. I know some of their other saddles have like the little gusset in the middle to where it can open up a little bit further, which I kind of like the idea of that, but at the same time with this one, it's a little bit more minimalistic, and I felt like it would just be a little bit less to get in the way. So I have hunted out of this a couple times, and so far I'm a pretty big fan. There are some advantages that you have with a saddle that you don't necessarily have to worry about with like a regular tree stand harness. So that's one thing that I really like about this is there's nothing around the top of you. So once I actually hook the saddle up to the tree and everything, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I think this will probably be a little bit easier to film my hunts out of as well. But like I said, I've only got a couple hunts out of it, and overall it's pretty comfortable for what it is. This one also came with a back band, which just kind of like, it's an extra support where you can lean back on it. And I don't believe I got a kit. I think I just bought both of these. Like, this one came with 2 ropes in this dump pouch, and then the platform. Like, I didn't buy the kit, I just bought the platform separate and then the saddle. So we'll go ahead and move on to the platform. One thing that I really liked about this SEEKER platform is the shape of it. I'll go ahead and get this strap off and show you guys what I'm talking about. And from the factory, it's like a molded aluminum type of color. I did spray paint it a green color, just the same color as you guys have seen on my hang and hunt tree stand. Just use the same paint. I felt like it kind of blended in with the tree a little bit better. But regardless, you guys can tell the shape of this. Whereas like with other saddle platforms, it's literally just a flat platform that comes off. And obviously when you're leaning off the side, there's, you know, right in the middle of your feet, that's gonna be bugging you. At least that's what I thought. And I thought that was a really good design on CRÜZR's part for having this kind of angled down. So then when you are leaning away, you have a flat platform for your feet to rest on. So I thought that was pretty cool. And just for you guys' information, I do wear a size 12 shoe, a size 12 boot. So that'll kind of give you a rough idea of the size of this platform. So we're gonna go ahead and get it thrown up on the tree. Then we'll talk a little bit more about it, and we'll show you guys how it fits on me. And again, as you guys know, if you guys aren't new to the channel, I am a bigger dude. I'm 6'2", 250. So this is how this specific saddle fits on me. They had several different sizes. I can't remember their sizing off the top of my head, but I got the one right in the middle. I didn't get the super big one or anything like that, or the small. I believe I just got the middle one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the saddle on, put the platform onto the tree, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so as you guys can see, I got the platform kind of mounted up to the tree here. And similar to what you do with like a regular hang and hunt stand, I always cam this thing down just so those top teeth really bite into the tree. So when I am up in the saddle, what I'll do is I'll stand up on this top post, cam it up with my toe, and then really get it to bite into the tree there. Obviously I just did that with my hands, but that kind of just locks it into the tree. And obviously with your whole weight on it, it's gonna lock in a lot more than that, because you can still see it moves a little bit. But this is a strap that comes with it. It's just your regular cam buckle strap, and it's green in color, so it's fairly similar to the ones that I have with my other hang and hunt stand in design. But I do like the green strap that it's included. It kind of matches the paint that I put on there as well. So I'm gonna get the saddle thrown on real quick, get it up in the tree, and show you guys how it is whenever I'm standing on it. All right, so I'll kind of show you guys how easy this thing is to put on. And I would assume this goes with any saddle. And I'll kind of go over the buckles on this. One thing I really like about it is once you're getting close to your hunting spot, whatever, you can just grab it right out of the bed of the truck, back of the truck, wherever you got it housed. And then it literally just clips on like any other belt, which I think is great. And then you just have these 2 straps between your legs, reach through and grab them. and then it buckles in on either side. And that's one thing I really like about this saddle, as compared to some of the other saddles on the market that I have personally seen. I like that these ones actually have straps to where it straps in, versus there's other ones that I've seen that have hooks. Me personally, I just feel a little bit safer with buckles that actually go in, that you have to press 2 buttons in order to unbuckle it. That's kind of personal preference. I like that. And then obviously our bridge here is that AM steel rope, so it's kind of a blue color. The lineman's rope that I use, it's kind of the one that I've had for, it's the same lineman's rope that I've had for a couple years. It's a little bit thicker than what comes with the CRÜZR one, so I've just been using my regular old lineman's rope, just because it's what I've been used to and comfortable with. So obviously when you're going up to set up the tree and everything, you gotta have your lineman's rope. And then your tether, I typically have been setting my tether kind of a little bit above eye level, so probably about forehead level whenever I'm getting in the tree. And again, whenever I bought this saddle, it came with 2 of these ropes, along with a carabiner. So obviously we would be hooked into the tree, wrap it around the top here, and then just like that, we lock it in, and then boom, we're hooked in. So just like that, it's pretty simple, it's pretty quick to get into. And these are just tennis shoes that I'm wearing today, and it's pretty comfortable. And like I said, you guys can see, you should be able to see there on the bottom what I was telling you about with that flat part. It's really, or I guess the angled part I should say, it's really nice because there's AJ. Come here, quit. Pup's coming to say, hey, come here, boy. Good boy. All right, hey, go play. All right, but anyways, like I was saying, it's pretty nice because even with these tennis shoes that don't have a lot of stiffness in the bottom of them like you would like a normal hunting boot or something like that, it's very comfortable because of the way they have that platform designed. So I will say I'm a big fan of that. I'll go ahead and change views of the camera so I can show you guys how I typically run everything up front, just to keep it out of the way. All right, so again, like I said, I was gonna show you guys how I have the rope set up here in front of me, and how I run my my tether rope through my bridge. So as you guys can see here, we got the carabiner, and I typically run this rope from where I actually hook it into the tree. I run it through my carabiner and then down my bridge, and then through the little, if it'll focus, through the little lineman's rope, or the little connector where you would connect your lineman's rope. It just kind of keeps it out of the way. And then if you were to like turn one way, there goes my tripod, turn one way or the other, as you guys can kind of see, hopefully you guys can see at least, it kind of gives you a little bit of flexibility and keeps that rope out of the way. But again, like I said, I keep it at about forehead level where I keep it tethered to the tree. And then just like that, here we are. We can move, we can sit down, we can kneel against a tree if that's what we want to do. Typically what I've done is I've just stood. That's the most comfortable for me. When I'm deer hunting out of like a regular hanging hunt stand, I typically stand a lot anyways. So it's not really anything super new. One thing that I will say that I typically do, I know a lot of guys like a tree that's either straight up or kind of leaning back. Me personally, what I've found is I like a tree that's leaning away from me, because then I can just stand up on the platform and kind of face away from the tree just like this, and it's super comfortable for me. That's what I like to do. And realistically, with any of this stuff, because you can see right there, you have enough room to stand on the platform. But regardless, if you are looking to get into a saddle, you're just gonna have to play around with it before season or during season in a couple hunts, just to get comfortable with it, because everybody has a little bit of a different preference as far as what they want. This is what works for me. I really like it. I've enjoyed this saddle. It's been very comfortable. So me personally, I would recommend it to just about anybody. Like I said, I'm a bigger dude, so it fits and works for me. So realistically, it should fit and work for a lot of other people as well. And again, if you guys would like to see a video of like how I set up my tree stand whenever I'm doing my hanging hunts, from the start to finish, getting everything set up to film. Make sure to drop a comment below and let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. And if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, subscribe and check out some of my other videos. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.